Okay, so all right, we're gonna get started pretty soon. We're gonna get started pretty soon. I want to welcome my guests, my friends from around the world tonight. This is a live international broadcast, Solutions and Answers with your Breakthrough Coach, the world's number one problem gambling annihilator, Santos Jr., right out of Stockton, California. We're going to get started here in a few minutes. I'm just going to wait to see if a few more guests come in. I definitely want to acknowledge Alberto. Alberto Ortiz, that name sounds familiar. Gabino Barrera, welcome. Hello, my friend Santos. Welcome to the broadcast. I got to make a quick I have to make a quick change here before we get into the program. We're going to be live for about 45 minutes tonight on this broadcast, and I am truly excited to be here with you tonight. I'm elated. I'm actually humbled. I'm very humbled on this broadcast, and we're going to break some things down. We're going to bring some clarity into this program tonight, into this live broadcast. I'm so elated. I'm glad that you're here. I believe it's going to be worth your time. I'm going to respectfully ask that you would get a pen. I'm respectfully requesting this of you, that you would get a pen and a piece of paper or your journal, if you have one, and keep some notes with me. Let's keep some notes on this broadcast, because I believe that we're going to experience a few things tonight on this broadcast that could definitely help you, could help you take your situation to a whole nother level. Is that what you want tonight on this broadcast? Is that what you're looking for, to take the situation, your life, whatever it is that you've got going on, my friend, whatever it might be? It could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be a job, it could be the addiction that you're struggling with. Wouldn't it be nice to end it all tonight? Not end it all. I'm talking about end and start something new tonight on this broadcast. Wouldn't that be wonderful for you, my friend? So once again, this is a live, interactive program, and we're going to get a little bit more of why we're here a year later. I do want to, Jim, welcome to the broadcast. I do want to read a proverb before we go forward. Good evening, Jim, to you, to Tucson, Arizona there. Hope you're staying warm. So we're going to read a proverb. But what I want to do is I want to share something with you. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and I want to say that. You know, it is an honor. It's an honor and a privilege to be here right now on this broadcast, Solutions and Answers Live. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. I'm going to tell you why it's a privilege. And it's not only a privilege for me, but it's also a privilege for you too. Think about that for a moment. Let me read a proverb. Is there anything? Make sure, I got to make sure that I'm following. Yeah, let's get into the proverb here. I hope you guys are with me. I hope you guys are with me. All right. John 13. This is the proverb, John 13. And I read a proverb every single day. I read a proverb every single day. And the reason why I read a proverb every single day is because it feeds my spirit. It does something to my spirit. Some people have said, you know, to me directly, Santos, man, I wish I had your energy. There's just some energy about you that's different, you know. I've been out in public and I've had that said to me, and I thought, well, that made me feel really good. I'm sure, you know. And I thought for a moment, you know, to the person sharing that compliment, I said, you can have the very same thing. You just have to work for it. You just have to be willing to chase it. You know, if you want happiness, you have to be willing to chase happiness. All right, John 13:34 says, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. That's an interesting proverb there. So we're going to get into this a little bit of a discussion here. I want to break down why this program, Solutions and Answers, exists. I think you're going to find this pretty remarkable. By the way, congratulations, Gabino Barrera. Let me ask you a question now since I'm going to allow you to interrupt me, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to allow you to do that. How have you been able to do that? Please share. I want you to share, Gabino. I want you to share on the screen there in text one thing that you're doing that's actually helping you not gamble for 3 weeks. Would you do that? I hope that I'm not putting you on the spot, because I want you to help other people also. You see, when you help other people, Gabino, it's gonna give you more power. It's gonna help you become. You're gonna be more empowered. And even if you do this on this broadcast, that's still gonna empower you. You might think, well, it's not a big deal. All I'm doing is typing something in the text. Oh, yes, it is a big deal. It's a big deal because you're making a statement and we want to learn from you. I want to learn from you. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. I'm on this program just like all of you, my friends. I'm here to learn, and I've been learning. Now, okay, that's walking at the park to fight the urge. All right, so you're taking exercise. You know what you're doing? You're actually releasing a chemical, a feel-good chemical into your body when you do that. That feel-good chemical is actually causing you to take action. You're taking action. It's kind of causing it's a cause or action cause, right? Cause action. So in other words, you're basically just replacing a certain thing. You were getting some good juice over there, right, from the casino. You thought you were. You thought. We think we're getting good juice from these negative things, right? Honestly, that's what we think. We're getting good adrenaline. We're getting good something. You know, we're winning money. We're around other people, and the machines light up, and we're all excited. But it's not really good. It's not. That's very destructive, isn't it? It's very destructive. It's not just destructive, it demeans us. I'm realizing more and more about the casino and these machines. It what it does, it destroys the good pride that you have in your life. The good pride that you have in your life that should be working for you. That's what's being destroyed. And so that's a good thing, walking to the park. So 3 weeks can turn into 6 weeks and you can keep going forward, my friend. So thank you very much for sharing that. Now, there's people coming on and there are people coming off. I want to share with you why this program exists. What is the meaning of Soldiers of Self? What is the meaning of Solutions and Answers, this live interactive discovery session? I wrote some things down so that I could do my best in getting it across, so I'm going to read it. Okay, I started Solutions and Answers for a reason. Okay, I didn't really know the reason why I started this program over a year ago. This program started out as Sunday Night Alive, and it's turned into Solutions and Answers. I think I like that better. How about you? Do you like it better? Solutions and Answers. Sunday Night Alive sounds good too. But I started this to help folks find a way. I started this programs to help folk find a way. A spark, a truth, a practice, a mantra, a forward step, a well-lit path. Those of you that are here watching, listening to the sound of my voice, I really want you to think about something with me here on this broadcast. We're not just here just to spend 45 minutes together in front of the screen. This is not just a show. This is much more. And I hope that those of you that are here tonight will see this. I hope that you'll see the importance of what I'm sharing and what you could be doing in your area. As I mentioned earlier, one of the key things that I started out with is I respectfully asked that you would take a pen, have a pen and some notes with you, or a piece of paper journal, so that you can jot down some thoughts, some hunches, some crunches, something that may come to you from this broadcast that would serve you well, that would serve your business well, that would serve your family. And guess what? When that happens, if I help you, let me read this, okay? Let's say a 6,000 lumens, a 6,000 lumens LED. You know what LED lights are today? They're very common. You find them. In fact, I have LED lighting in this room and in our cars and all of these things. So I'm fascinated by lights. I'm fascinated by lights on a vehicle, not the ones that come at me when I'm driving at night, if you know what I mean. But I'm fascinated by light. Something about light fascinates me. And there's a light that's called an H or LED 6,000. Actually, it's a high intensity discharge light, 6,000 K lumens, and it's a very nice light. It's a very white light. It's a very bright light. In fact, you see that light on a lot of these Mercedes and BMWs and some of these higher end, even on the Kias car that I drive. So that's what we want. We want something like that cutting through the darkness and shining a light on our path. Does that make sense to you? Having a light that shines, that you know that's the direction for you. That is the direction for you. So what happens? So when this happens, there is a likelihood that you would refer me to a friend or others. You're seeing you're sharing my mission. You're seeing my vision. Eventually, someone or a group of people will be looking for a bigger transformation, which leads to my earnings for my survival, since I really can't go out and work. Has to do with my back and other challenges that I have. So there you have it, my friends. One of the major reasons why I started this program is to give, number one, to help people, because I know that when you reciprocate, see, there might be people that watch this broadcast and may not even, or that may not watch this broadcast, but you might know somebody, you might know a special friend, and something great happened for you on this broadcast. Something that you wanted, something that you were looking for, a solution, an answer, an idea. Well, you would share that with a friend and say, hey, I know this coach over in California. His name is Santos. He has this really neat little 45-minute program on Sundays. He helped me. And who knows, maybe that person might not be interested in coming and watching 45 minutes, me boring them online. But they might be willing to take me up on my offer, a coaching, a few books. They might even be willing to sponsor me for something. And you helped me. But I first planted that seed. You see, this is my livelihood here. What you see here is part of my livelihood. We all have to earn a living. We all must earn a living. We all must learn a living. So I want to be open and honest with people. I want to help as many people. And I really believe that people will benefit from this program if they take advantage. And of course, some people are going to take the wrong side. I'm here to serve. So, wow, I've shared a mouthful. I want to interact with those of you that are here. Hopefully your people are coming in and out. And Alberto Ortiz says, I don't care about this. I'm out. Well, you're out, my friend. That's your decision. This is not for you. This is not for you. In fact, this may not be for a lot of people, because honestly, it takes work and dedication for me to do what I'm doing, for me to build a business and do what I'm doing, share what I'm sharing with those of you. This takes work. This takes commitment. This takes practice. And in many areas, I failed, but I'm not going to continue to fail. I'm going to keep going forward. I will keep going forward no matter what. So Gabino, thank you for your share. And let me see. What will the world financial system be like in the next year? Well, that's an interesting question. Very interesting. If you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, he can tell you quite a bit. Robert Kiyosaki, you've got Tika Tuwari. They can tell you a lot about what's happening. And Jim, if you really think about this, the financial system, if we look at what's happening today in the world, if we look at what's happening in the United States is more of a beacon of light. But unfortunately, that beacon of light is getting very dim. It's getting very dim. And, well, it's obvious. They're making poor decisions. I was talking to my wife earlier today, and I said, if you look at the United States, the government, I won't name names, but it's imploding. It's imploding from the inside. And how long, the proverb says, how can two walk together except they be in agreement? The government has to walk together, but they're not walking together. And the reason why they're not walking together, Jim, is because they're not in agreement. We're seeing the evidence of a financial system that is hemorrhaging. It's not collapsing. Let me be careful there. but it's hemorrhaging. That might make sense. So, what will the world financial system be like in the next year? That's a good question. The important thing, Jim, is shouldn't we be working on what we need to be working on right now very diligently, so that when next year comes around, we'll be in a better position than where we are right now? Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna hang out here. I don't know what's happening. People are just dropping in and out. Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm being too honest with people here, too upfront. I'm not sure. There's people dropping off. I'm gonna hang out here. We may the program. This program usually lasts about 45 minutes, and indeed it is. It's a challenge. I'm reminded of. I was listening to Jim Rohn earlier, and Jim Rohn said something very. Of course, Jim Rohn. If you know who the late Jim Rohn is, uh, rest in peace, my dear brother. He said. Oh no, it wasn't Jim Rohn. It was actually Frank Sinatra. We remember Frank Sinatra. I watched some of his movies. I didn't know who he really was up until recently. I watched an interview of him with Larry King. Larry King. It was an older interview. And Frank Sinatra, a world class performer. If you know, he sings that song. Sammy Davis sings it too. New York, I'm leaving today. I'm gonna start a brand new start of it in old New York. You probably know that song. Anyways, he said something really neat. He said that before he goes on to perform, before he goes on stage, he has, I think it was 4 seconds where he feels nervous, and once he steps out and faces his challenge, it goes away. I'm going to tell you something. Those of you that are listening to me here, I've been doing this broadcast for over a year. And I have failed in many areas. Okay, I failed. It's not because I wanted to, it's because it's just the process of success, the process of becoming the person that you have to become, that you must become. You see, we all want to achieve. We all want to achieve. Many people want to achieve many, many wonderful things. And we hear stories. I hear wonderful stories of dreams and people wanting all of these kinds of things. There's there's a work. There's a work that comes with this with your dream. And unfortunately, many people are not willing to work for their dream. They're not going to work for their dream. Many people won't. There's only a small majority of people, a minority of people that will actually go after their dream. For instance, the person that really wants to quit gambling. Um, by the way, welcome to the broadcast, Jim. It's good to see here. Good to see you here. I hope you're having a wonderful evening where you are there in the UK, I believe. Want to thank Jim for the question. Thank you. And Jim, you asked that question. It's kind of an interesting question. I wonder why you asked. I'm putting you on the spot a little bit there. I really wonder why you asked that question. It's a good question, though. Jim, there we go. So, well, thank you for that. Thank you. So, time is moving. Time is moving. I see. I already got ahead of myself, and I lost a little bit of traction there. But we're talking about the addict. We're talking about the person that is struggling with gambling. He goes to work, or she goes to work. They get up very early. They work hard, and they come home and they struggle because gambling is on the mind. They're constantly thinking about gambling. And what do you do if you either you're gonna go that direction, or you're gonna create change in your life. You're gonna do one or the other. If you're here on this broadcast, if you catch me, I will share this with you humbly. If you hang around me, I can honestly tell you that you're going to end up quitting gambling. Guaranteed. If you hang around long enough. You see, most people aren't going to hang around long enough because they know that I'm serious about my business. They know that I'm serious. They know that I don't, I'm not here to, I'm not here to take advantage and manipulate people, play games. You, my friends and guests, you have businesses, you have jobs, you have children, you have a bank account, a savings account. You have a dream. You have something. You have a gift. God God didn't put us. We're here on this broadcast. God did not, the Maker did not bring us here to this broadcast for us to just talk about stuff and just not do anything about it. I admit I have not been the person that I needed to be today. I have not been the person, but I am the person that I need to be today on this broadcast, and I am the person that needs to become more going forward. You see, I've learned over the last couple of weeks, I really did some deep soul searching, and I started asking myself questions. Why am I hanging out over here? Why am I listening to this person? Why am I watching this video? Why am I journaling about these things? Why am I doing these things? Why? I had to ask myself the question, and I do this often. It's a healthy exercise, by the way, to analyze your life and analyze what you're doing, who you associate with. I mean, it's big. It's big. And I've come to the resolution that I have to be really, really honest with people, especially those of you that are here. I want you guys to get, I would love for you guys to experience what I experience on a daily basis. I would love for all of you guys to experience that. But only you can create that experience for yourself. You have to work. It takes effort, my friends. It takes practice. And again, to quit gambling, it's a decision. It's not as difficult as we think. It really isn't. We make it difficult. We make everything in life difficult is what we do because of what we say to ourselves and what we allow other people to say to us. Yeah, Jim says we are the market's going to tank. It's a big bubble. Yes, it's gonna all come. It's a house of cards, Jim. It's a house of cards. It really is. The question that we should be asking ourselves is, a lot of people are panicking and a lot of people are living in fear because their trust is in the government. Their trust is in the dollar. Their trust is in something physical. Something physical. You and I need to realize that we have to dig inside of ourselves and find what it is that we need to be focused on. We can generate income. We can generate lots of income. Income is not the issue. Now, it's a process. Building a business, going to work, a job, it's a process. You can work 2 jobs if you wanted. You can make more money. It's finding what it is that God has given you to do. What is your life mission? When you find that, you will find your success. You will find your finances. And unfortunately, we live in a world that's collapsing. But if we focus, for a while there, I was really focusing on that big time. And now I realize, well, okay, the world's collapsing, the financial system's collapsing. It is. But what's my job? My job is to be a light. My job is to be an LED, a luminescent, a light on a dark road. That's my job. This is what I feel my job is right now on planet Earth for humanity. Is to be a light, an LED light that shines just enough for people to make and achieve what they want. Not too much light, not too little. That's a process. For me to become that light, I have to process. I have to work, man. I have to train myself. Anthony Robbins, the famous Anthony Robbins, said many times over, he said, the day that you raise your standard, and we'll talk about a standard here in a moment. What is a standard? He said, the day that you raise your standard, that's the day when everything begins to change for you. A standard could be as strong, symbolically, it could be as strong as a big, thick, 20 millimeter thick chain link. How about a fence? A fence that goes up, a tall, sturdy, strong fence that goes up. What's that fence there for? It's a divider. It's a divider. Of course, we know fences they're not perfect, but if you can symbolically think about a standard as a fence in your life, there's things that you want in. There's things that you want to allow into your life, and there are things that you don't want into your life. You want them out. You want them to stay out on the other side, my friend. Anthony Robbins says, the day that you raise a standard and say no more, like Puerto Ricans say, basta ya, no more. That's the day. That's what we want to do. We can't focus on a lot of these things that are falling apart. They're falling apart, man. And if we focus on those things that are falling apart, we gotta see them for what it is and be real about these things. Yes, we have to be real. We have to be real. We must be real. You cannot come to truth if you're not going to be honest about what's real. All right, we are coming close to the hour here, 45. And let me see, Jim. Let me see here what Jim had said. Jim says, I'm trying to get to the point I look in the mirror at the start of each day and I like who I see. Gambling puts a black cloud over us. It sure does. It sure does. That's tough. Gabino, my friend, also loves the casino, and I have to say no. Yeah. I stopped hanging out with my friend because he always wanted me to go with him to that dark place called the casino. Yeah. You know, Gabino, you may, depending, well, obviously if you don't hang, that's a good, as difficult as that may be, I congratulate you on making that choice, that decision, on saying no to a friend. That's exactly what you got to do. By you saying no and being the light, being the example, being the powerhouse there, that person might turn around, might come back to you and say, hey, you know what? I need your friendship, man. I want to get away from this garbage. So we're being watched. We're being watched. As I was coming over here, I was rushing a little bit. I was visiting with my dad at the hospital for a little bit. I don't go inside the hospital because I can't visit him inside, but I take pleasure in those moments where I can go visit my dad. He's 75 years of age. He's in a facility. One of my dreams is to get a property. I'm working on it. It's going to be a work to get a property so I can get him out of that hospital and be able to give him whatever time he has left, give him a little bit more of a decent life if it's possible. It's one of my dreams. It's rather big, but I'm working. And as long as he's still alive, I think it might be possible. Unearthed, I want to acknowledge you. Thank you for Santos up to day 23, still fighting the fight. Well, congratulations. By the way, 23 is a number that's very, very special to me. It's a very special number. It's a very significant number. It has a lot of meaning to it. And I can't really break it down here. So I congratulate you. By the way, can we, since I'm being really honest on this broadcast, can we do something here? I know that some of you have these avatars and you've got these names. But I would love to know who you are. Honestly, I would love to know your name, your first name, and where you're from. I would love to know that, honestly. Because, if we've been here on this broadcast, and I have to be honest, I've broken down on these broadcasts. I've lost my place. I've gotten mixed up. I've said the wrong things. But yet, I'm still here, and I'm willing to face all of these things that I've gone through to become better. Not just for me, for you too. You know that if I become better for myself and I come on this broadcast, am I helping you? Of course, right? I'm helping you. So I'm asking you for favors. Let me know who you are. Take some notes. It doesn't take a couple notes. Maybe on another broadcast you might bring up a thought. Hey Santos, I took some notes. I wanted to see if you would. And the reason why, I want us to really focus on the important things. And I appreciate those of you that have shared, you're sharing personal things with us. But I want to cement those personal things that you're doing. I want to help you really drive them deep inside yourself so that you can live victoriously every single day. That's going to be taking some risks. That's going to be maybe even becoming a little bit transparent, if you will. These are just requests that I'm making. Respectfully, I would ask. So if I don't know who you are by name, just type it, let me know in the comments, or you can also send me an email. Hey Santos, I'm so-and-so. I want to know who you are. If we're going to build a community here, and I am doing my very best to make sure that you guys get something out of these 45 minutes on this broadcast. I am. I've grown. Since I've been on this broadcast, it used to be Sundays, Wednesdays, and then we had another day, and it's just content. I don't want just content. I want value, my friends. I want to build relationships. I want to build real, honest I want to help you on the other side. Will you let me help you? It's only 45 minutes, but we can accomplish a lot. And so Laura, Mark, hey, welcome to the broadcast. Yes, Mark says, hi there, I'm back late. I'm going to have to start the program at 7:30 for you, Mark, because I noticed that you, maybe it's the truckers, right? The trucker stop. You got to pull in, you got to make that pull in faster then, man. You got to back that truck up faster so you can be here at 7. Of course, I was late today too, so. Minnesota, okay. All right, thank you. Darren, hey Darren, thank you. Honestly, I appreciate you for doing that, what you did, man. I don't know, maybe it took some courage to do this, I'm not sure. But hopefully what you're doing is really showing you that you are stronger than you believe you are right now. You're stronger than that. Take that from me, okay? You are. You'll see that. You can thank me later for that one. Minnesota. Oh, East Coast, okay. 39 years of age. You're still a young man. You've got a lot of potential, my friend. Listen, don't throw it away. Don't throw it away, my friend. lock on to your dream. Lock on to what it is that you want to do, man, that you see. It's big. It takes work. It takes effort. You might not be able to do it by yourself. But that's not a reason. That's not a big enough reason for not to get started, my friend. Start your dream. Build it. Keep going forward. All right. Laura says, I'm gamble free. All right. All right. So we are coming down to the close of the program. We're coming down to the close of the program. We got a couple of minutes, a couple of things that I want to just put out here. We are going to be starting. Let me see. I want to just throw something out before we come to the. If you have a question, my friend, if you have a question, Gabino. Let me see, Gabino. Thank you for it. My real name is Sergio, and I'm from Fresno. Wow. I know somebody by the name of Barrera. A good friend of mine. We used to work together. Last name Barrera. I don't know what's happened to her. She was in a very difficult situation when I met her. And of course I was too, but I was going forward. So thank you, Sergio, and welcome from Fresno, California. Man, we're just a couple of hours away. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I might show up in Fresno. Have some lunch or something. All right. Jim. Let me see. Jim says, Laura says, no desire to gamble. No thanks. Very good. Congratulations. I'm 37, but gambling. Oh, sorry to hear that, my friend. Put about 20 years on me. Well, Jim, you can stop if you want to. You're just a decision away. It is a process. I would encourage you to keep coming back if you are, if you're still gambling. I think, no, wait a minute. I'm getting mixed up here. You're doing well, aren't you? Or somebody's doing well here with I'm getting mixed up. Or was it Gabino? Let me see. It was Gabino. Boy, see, I tell you, I'm human being. I thought I was alien, but I'm not. All right, those are called open loops in the brain. And I create a lot of those, and I'm learning to close. Your mind is very, very powerful, friends. Your mind is so powerful. I was listening to Chloe Chance this weekend, and I've watched her video probably about 7 or 8 times. It's a 45-minute video. Her name's Chloe Chance. And she talked about the brain. She talked about how we're being influenced, how we are being influenced all around. And she talked about the alligator part of the brain and then the committee part of the brain. So it's the subconscious and the unconscious part of the brain. And it's very, very, it is phenomenal what you can do with mind-mouth connection. I can't get into this on this broadcast. It's way too much. GABA's in process, the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. And the 15-minute mornings is completed. If I support you in some way, if I have supported you, if I've helped you out, remember to support the mission. And I'm also asking, if you've purchased the book, if you have purchased the book, would you go back to where you purchased it and leave me a comment, leave me just a review. Hey, Santos, I'm asking for your help. Listen, folks, this is I can't work a regular job anymore. I've been developing Soldiers of Self-Mastery, the movement, for about 4 years now. For 2.5 years, I invested I don't know, $50,000, $60,000 into this mission, but into myself also. I didn't make a dime during those 2.5 years that I'm licensed also. I'm a licensed business owner. I have to pay for all this stuff. But I knew that I was helping people because I kept getting comments. I kept getting emails. Santos, man, don't give up what you're doing. Santos, don't, you know, Santos, you know what, man, you're a hero. I'm all the way in Australia. I'm all the way in France. I'm all the way in the UK. I'm in the Middle East, Santos. I'm a Muslim person. Santos, you've made a difference in my life. I kept going. I kept going. And I'm beginning to see the fruits of my labor. It's not a lot of money, but hey, if I can pay, if I can take care of family, if I can pay the Billy family, right? The Billies, you got to pay the Billies or else there's many of them. And of course, charity. I love giving to charity and I want to give more. So this program right here serves as a channel for me to help people. That doesn't mean that you have to take me up on my coaching offer. Doesn't mean that you have to buy my books. Doesn't mean any of that. But I believe that you'll share this with somebody. You'll help somebody else. Maybe they don't come to the broadcast. They might purchase 25 of my books. They might sponsor me to go talk to a people in a casino. They might hire me to become a coach to help them get, out of the fire or out of the deep, dark, musty, grumpy jungle that they might be in. We're going to be back here on Sunday. And here's what I want to ask you. We are working on this. Would you pay? I want you to think about this. I'm going to be bringing this up some more because I'm going to be constructing a group a coaching group online. I believe Coach Cephas might be a part of that. There might be somebody else that's involved. We're going to be doing 2 Wednesdays a month. It's $60. That's for 2 hours. Okay. And you are going to be picking the topics of what it is that you want to learn. We're going to let you do most of the topics. It's $60 for the month. It's 2 Wednesdays. I call it the Uncover Discover group. Would you participate in something like that with me and somebody else that I would think highly of to be a part of that? Okay? You don't have to give me the answer here. I'm going to bring this up again. We will be sending out emails to the community. Those of you that are part of my community, we will be sending out emails. We're going to be doing something very special this year, very big, very energizing to help people. So I'm putting it out there. My call to action. Here's my call to action. I've already shared. If you want to support, I'm going to encourage you to support me. This is my livelihood. You can purchase a book. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Soldiersofselfmastery.com and you can get some tool or something of that nature. If you're here and you want to take your life, if you got something going on in your life and you want to take that to the next level faster, okay? Coaching with me is a 90-day commitment. I want to give you my very, very, very best. Not in 30 days, not in 60 days, 90 days. That's what it takes that's what it takes to revolutionize and create something very big that goes on for a long time and possibly even permanent. That's my coaching. We have a couple of packages. I'm taking on 4 to 5 clients a month, 4 to 5 clients a month. If you're interested in something like that, you can reach out to me. I'm not difficult to get a hold of. You can go through soldiersofselfmastery.com and you can send me a message. I'll take a look at what it is that you've got going on. If it's something that we can work together and achieve in the time frame that's beneficial, we can go forward with that. All right, my friends, this is it. We've come to the close. Look at 49 minutes. And, Carrie, I missed, let me see. There was a couple more, few folks here. I want to acknowledge those of you here. seeing both perspectives. Good evening. You're the saint, so to speak. Thanks for your inspiration. You're very welcome. Inspiration is very good, but you know, when we go to Starbucks and drink the cup of coffee, the cup of coffee is over. It's time to walk. It's time to work, right? We must take action, my friends. You and I must take action upon what we hear. I definitely look forward to seeing all of you guys. Invite a friend. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be even more exciting. Be even more excited. As a matter of fact, I will be doing some reading. I will be doing some reading out of my books, probably on the next episode. If I don't get enough questions, I will be reading, and we're going to be doing some really, really wonderful things. Believe me, hang around, be a part of this community. You're going to grow and you're going to benefit. I can guarantee you that if you do your part, because I'm doing mine. All right, so thank you for being with us. I truly appreciate you. I don't know who you are, seeing both perspectives. I don't know where you're from. Next time you come, I respectfully ask that you would let me know who you are. I would appreciate that way I can get to know you. My name, Santos Rolon Jr. I am a certified life coach here in Stockton, California. I am the founder of the Soldiers of Self-Mastery movement. My website is at soldiersofselfmastery.com. And right there below, of course, that's my email. If you want to become a part of my community, if you want to see where we're going and what we're doing, join me. I would encourage you to be a part of this. All right. So we are at the end of the program. Golf Hulk. There we go. Another. I think I might need to start this program a little bit later because I start at 7 p.m. I might be changing the time to 7:30 p.m. because I see that those of you, most of you, a good portion of you, guests and friends, you're coming a little bit late at the end of the program. But this has been a great program. I would encourage you, watch the broadcast in its entirety. Watch the whole broadcast and take some notes. And then say to yourself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to apply. I'm going to make something happen great. All right, my friends. I think I've acknowledged everybody on Earth, the Metals, Jim West, Laura, Golf Hawk, Carrie. Oh, let me see. Carrie, how to stop the urge to gamble. I'm addicted to the games at the 7-Eleven. Been working overtime just to have the money to play. I'm so tired of this. I know, being tired. I hope that you're still here, Carrie. I would love to do something for you, but I would want you to also do something for yourself. I'm encouraging you to join my community right there in the email. Send me a message. Honestly, as I just mentioned, I do offer coaching. Some people can't afford coaching for whatever reason. But I have other tools. I have other tools that I can offer you. It takes work. It takes an effort. Together, yes, we can. Yes, we can. And believe me, it's not a coincidence that you come here tonight on this program, Carrie. I hope to see you again. All right. And then there was Jim Yumoto. Gabino was here. And there was one young man, he said he was out early. I might have too much energy for him. All right. All right, my friends. I salute you, my friends. I'm going to hang out. If you want to, I'm going to hang out in a text for just a few minutes while I wrap things up, but the camera's going off. If you want to text something, let me know. Carrie, please connect with me. I want to see what I can do to help. Okay? Believe me, I'm 32 plus years, and I lost a lot of money and time. So I can tell you, I'm free. All right, there. I look forward to that. All right, my friends. above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, I've got some really good videos coming up this week. We've got some good emails going out this week. I'm going to encourage you to participate and be like a sponge. Absorb. Absorb, my friends. Absorb, my friends.